Hey everyone, my name is Simone, also known as Mona in the game Kingdoms at War. I'm making this video to primarily give new players advice, because the game has become overloaded with content and concepts that put a lot of newer players off, which is unfortunate because the game, and more so its community, is actually pretty fantastic, aside from the few people who try very hard to ruin it for everyone else. The game, because of its sheer size and steep learning curve, can make it seem closed off to new players. This video aims to make it easier and more welcoming to people looking to get into the game in 2020. There's a few important concepts I want to mention and will elaborate further on in future videos. The aim of this video is to introduce the game and the things you can do early on to ensure success and growth. First, I'll talk a bit about the game and my own history with it, then I'll make some suggestions on what to do when you first start. Also, in this video there will be minor spoilers on unlockable lands. If you hate spoilers but still need help with the game, feel free to message me and I'll answer any questions you have. The game Kingdoms at War, more commonly known as KaW, is developed by Canadian software company A Thinking Ape. It's a mobile game with two somewhat distinct versions on iOS and Android. It formerly had a web client, but it received little attention from the devs and was shut down in 2019. The game's beta version was released in 2009, so in terms of mobile games, it's actually been around for quite a while. It is a popular game with a thriving community boasting millions of daily active players from around the world. I started playing the game in 2012 when its dynamics were much simpler. I have played on and off, starting to play full time in 2016, so I'm unsure of the exact timeline of the game. I may do a fully researched timeline of updates and lore in a later video. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that sort of content. I'm currently playing on the iOS version of the game. If you're using Android, the UI may look a little different, so just bear that in mind. Upon launching the app, you will first have to choose a username. It has to be unique, but you can change it however many times you like with the in-game currency, so no pressure. I started a new account in January, so I don't think the tutorial would have changed too much. After attacking a few fake players, building a guild hall and choosing a banner, congratulations, you've completed the tutorial and the game will announce you as a new player in World Chat. Or it may not. I'm unsure as to what exactly triggers that. Anyway, head straight on over to World Chat yourself and announce yourself as a new player. Ask for a volley and then you'll get spam with notifications for a good 10 minutes or so as players volley you up. It may be slightly annoying, but this is actually a good thing. You'll be making 1 million gold per notification in no time. It varies a lot, but new players get volleyed up to anywhere between 5 to 20 trillion. So if you stop getting volleyed anywhere short of costing 5 trillion gold, go back into World Chat and ask for another volley. Don't forget to be courteous to other people too. It goes a long way and will brighten up their day. Now be sure to use the gold you've gotten to build balanced troop buildings. That's balanced attack and defense, as well as balanced spy attack and spy defense buildings. Try to keep the number of spy and troop buildings even. You can always change up your build later if you so choose, but it's easy to do so if you do things this way. I'll go deeper into build types such as Hansel, Tank and Pure Spy in a later video, but just starting out, this information isn't key anyway, not at this point. One thing to bear in mind though, is what your combined stats are. On your profile there's attack, defense, spy attack and spy defense bonus to allies. These numbers combined together are your combined stats or CS. This is always worth knowing and should be continually going up as you grow. So now you've been volleyed, head back into World Chat and ask for a starter clan. You're likely to have several to choose from. Click on your wall and go to the player's profile by clicking on their name. Go to their clan and press the Join Clan button. You can leave and join other clans at your own leisure, so you don't have to be too picky. Also, some players may try and make you pledge your undying loyalty to their clan and say you can't ever leave. Don't listen to them. Most people are supportive, and by moving around you'll eventually find the clan that's right for you. I am very close to my clan and I'm free to visit other clans as I please without them holding it against me. But do bear in mind you can only be at one clan at any given time. After you've been accepted into a new clan, head into the clan chat and introduce yourself. If you have any specific questions, the clan members are likely teeming with good advice, and being a starter clan, the owner should be more than happy to help. Just don't attempt to join a higher tier clan with strong players. It's not that you cannot be accepted, but they normally run difficult epic battles designed for stronger players. Epic battles, or EBs, are very important to all players, and you won't be able to hit these bosses unless you have the stats to match. If you can't hit, your contribution will be nothing, therefore you will get no gold or rewards at the end of the EB. These rewards are integral for growth. Read a clan's info page, which is in the same vicinity where the join button is. Their info page normally lists its stat requirements. Most clans are open to everyone, but some aren't, and will put on their clan info page that people may join via invitation only, and don't want unwelcome players or randoms joining. Even pressing the join button may risk hostility, which has happened to me before. It is a shame that it happens, but it's just something to be aware of, and most clans are very welcoming to new players. If you have any issues or questions, the game's help tab gets you in contact with a customer support team who will usually get back to you within 24 hours. You can also ask a moderator for help in World Chat. There are several ways to play this game, but today I will go through the easiest and most popular way to play, the EB Fairy way. KaW is a war game, sort of, and PvP is an option, but it's by no means compulsory. The game is still innately competitive. There are leaderboards just about everywhere you look, but it doesn't mean much to the majority of players who play mostly for the social aspect. Epic battles are hosted by individual clans. Most active clans have them constantly running, the same ones over and over again. This may seem weird, but you'll get used to it. The EBs tie into the events and legends run by the devs, starting and ending fortnightly and sometimes monthly. Included in these events are main quests, side legends, and PvP competitions. Info on individual events are found in the forums, which are used by the devs to communicate with players, and for users to make their own posts. The rewards for completing legends tasks include silver bars, which can be sold for gold, trading tokens, which are exchanged for crest plates, event-exclusive furnishings, event-exclusive equipment which can be transmuted into charms for your showcase, and other rewards. Now the crest plates will be your bread and butter for growth in the game, so trader tokens come in real handy. Gold, one of the in-game currencies, used to be the only way to purchase and upgrade buildings in your kingdom, but then one day the devs decided to grace us with the advent of the crest plate. The process of exploration and purchasing land and buildings is a tedious venture even for long-time players, so crest plates are a godsend in ways of offsetting some of that grinding. Because the more lands you unlock in each area, the more expensive exploring becomes. I'll come back to this soon. Allies are an important part of running a successful kingdom. To make more plunder from attacking, that is the amount of gold you make per hit during an epic battle, you'll need allies. An ally costing around 10 billion is sufficient for a new player, but as you grow you'll need more expensive allies to be at max plunder, and allies with better stats to add to your own. There are several tiers of epic battles. As a new player, you'll likely be doing Kalador the Depraved and Zuthmarak of Despair. After you get a bit stronger, you may want to join a clan running Osiris and Ephorian EBs. After you hit around 50 million CS, you'll be able to hit the Seferiganti EBs, which include Lignabalua of the Lowlands, Homorax of the Highlands, and Nidria of the Hoarfrost. These are shortened to Lotl, Noth, and Goth, and are what people are referring to literally all day, every day in World Chat. There's also been another EB introduced into that series called Aeotrimus of the Abyss. Since that one is so difficult, it's rarely attempted at this stage, even by the top clans. Getting into a clan running the Seferiganti, which are currently the highest tier EBs, are every player's goal, as they offer the game's highest drop rate of event items, gold, and rewards, barring of course the paid premium epic battles. Currently, these are the Nether King, the Witch Queen Hexavia, Revenge of the Warbeast, which isn't particularly generous with its drops and are only really useful for small stat players, Haunting the Escape, also not that helpful to strong players, but it goes alright, and Zel'Garad the Accursed. Usually some premium EBs are only available on weekends, but the devs change premiums around quite a bit. Participating in epic battles involves hitting action bars. Actions include Fight, which is governed by troop attack building stats, and Spy stats govern Assassinate, Scout, and Steal. And then there's item phases. Items are bought from the marketplace for gold. Premium items that are used to unlock premium epic battles are purchased with nobility points. There are two main ways to earn nobility points: by using real life money to purchase packs that include nobility points, or by doing in-game quests. I'm just going to come out and say that you can play this game entirely for free, but there can be a somewhat social pressure to buy premium items to start the premium epic battles for your clan. A lot of clans are run by generous people who start premium epic battles for the benefit of their clan. A lot of these people won't put pressure on other people to help out, but I always feel like I should. I am in one such generous clan and always want to give back personally. If you do want to spend money on the game and purchase nobility points, I suggest taking advantage of the various sales that are offered by the devs weekly. There is also a way to earn free nobility points by completing tasks outside of the app, by downloading other apps and reaching certain levels and such. These never really worked out too well for me and took just too much time. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be downloading no dodgy coin slot game. Being new, I suggest doing as many quests as you can until the difficulty becomes too high. They give you free health crystals, nobility points and gold. As you get stronger, they become much easier, so don't worry. There are various build guides online, such as on websites like Fandom and on the in-game forum section. Some of these may be slightly outdated. My specific playstyle advice preps you to make changes later on, as you may want to upon learning more about the game and its various functions. Despite what other people may say, I'll give you the advice that was given to me, which was be wise with your gold and only spend where it's needed to progress you through the game. It may be tempting to spend your gold on purchasing and upgrading buildings, but do not do this. I'll get to why in a minute. For building and upgrading, utilise crest plates, not gold. For now, your main focus should be unlocking new lands. Starting from 2015, new players get the first lands, the lowlands, auto-explored. The lowlands, I feel, are the only exception in terms of using gold instead of crest plates for purchasing and upgrading lands, because that initial growth with the gold acquired from volleying is important. Once you get in some trader tokens from event chests and legend rewards, you can use them to purchase crest plates, but honestly I prefer to save the majority of my trader tokens for the deep mine crest plate bundles. They're expensive. Next, just focus on exploring. Sell silver bars as you get them to make more gold. 15 explored lands in the Highlands opens up Hoarfrost. 15 explored lands in the Hoarfrost unlocks both the Abyss and Osmond Ray. Exploring Abyss does nothing in terms of progression at this stage. You'll want to focus on Osmond Ray. Exploring Osmond Ray is a real grind, and it gets really expensive really fast, which is why I told you earlier to resist the temptation of spending gold on purchasing and upgrading buildings, and instead use crest plates. With this grind and the amount of gold it takes, I suggest using the ally market to allow a larger player to siphon you gold. This is normally a slight grind in itself and comes at the expense of the siphoner. Personally, I have a larger alt who I use to siphon myself gold. There may be other players out there willing to assist new players in this venture. I 100% strongly suggest ally market siphoning to get the trillions you need to explore Osmond Ray and unlock Deep Mine. You can always do things the old-fashioned way by getting bars and gold from legends and epic battles, but it just takes a lot longer. After unlocking Deep Mine, exploring 10 lands will unlock Fate Sands. You are now up to the point where everyone else is land-wise, but you still have a ways to go and stats to gain. At the time of unlocking the Fate Sands, it will be highly likely that you will have accumulated quite a number of Fate Sands crest plates. You cannot find these in the marketplace to trade with tokens. Instead, you can get them from random drops at the end of the Severa Garanti and Premium Epic Battles. Your stats should be high at this point, but be ready for them to skyrocket. Even though you're not using gold to purchase buildings, the crest plates, which are also included in the event rewards, can be used for this. Each land has their own crest plates and they're non-transferable, nor can they be used for anything else, so spend them as you get them. Remember, at 50 million combined stats, you can hit Goth and Noth, so be sure to join a clan hosting those EBs. The sooner you start hitting North and Goth, the sooner you can start collecting Fate Sands crest plates. One last thing about the Fate Sands. The first few lands are very cheap to explore, but the buildings themselves start at a cool 24 trillion gold. Since the cost crestplate wise starts at 6 plates to purchase a building and the first upgrade is 7 plates, it's worth it to purchase the building with gold and upgrade with crest plates after that. I also believe that at some point, I haven't gotten this far yet, you can't upgrade anymore with crest plates, and any further upgrades to the Fate Sands land must be done with gold only. Alright guys, if you have any questions or advice for me, please let me know. I'm very new to YouTube and content creation, so any constructive feedback is very welcome. I'll try to post a new core topic weekly, and I do take requests. Thanks for watching.